Good morning, folks, and here is the official PlayStation blog talking about Mass Effect Legendary Edition's multiple changes, rebalances, updates, you name it. They've got the full list here. Let's go through all the bullet points and see what they have to say. Alrighty, so here is categorized by combat tuning for the original Mass Effect as well as the Mako, additional gameplay improvements, and this is not the exhaustive list. You have to figure this out as you go. You'll see a whole bunch of changes. There's a video by IGN that came out just 2 days ago talking about all these various other things they haven't talked about. So you can check that out in the description if you like. And of course, the Galaxy at War rebalancing for Mass Effect 3, because they have to take out multiplayer. And how do they make it so that you can pass the game properly? Because there's not enough points to go around. So here we go. For Mass Effect 1, obviously the textures, the lighting, that's all cosmetic stuff. But here's the bullet point list. Shepard can now sprint out of combat, which, I mean, that's kind of important when you're running around the Citadel. I don't know if they still have storming, which was a small burst of speed in combat that had to slowly regenerate, like very slowly. So when you played Mass Effect 2 and 3, you saw Shepard sprint a lot faster. And I think in Mass Effect 3, it was just constant sprinting. You didn't have to really rest for anything. You were just constantly running around the place. But now you can do it outside of combat. Great. Melee attacks are now mapped to a button press rather than automatically occurring based on proximity to an enemy. Okay, these are all good things to do in Mass Effect 1. Weapon accuracy and handling has been significantly improved. So the reticle has been more focused. The weapon sway was removed from sniper rifles, which was kind of funny. In the original game, you could use all the weapons regardless of class, but the sniper rifle was just ridiculously just bobbing up and down. So that's kind of a good thing. Aiming down sights, or the tight aim camera view, has been improved. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but cool. And there's aim assist for target acquisition. I'm assuming on the Mako, but I guess it's also for other guns and other classes. I don't know. I don't remember that. Probably for biotic powers. All relevant enemies now take headshot damage in the first game. Previously, some did not. Oh, really? Including the humanoids. Interesting. I did not know that. Probably I was too busy hitting with biotic powers, but who cares? Ammo mods can now drop throughout the whole game. Previously, these stopped dropping at higher player levels. I did not know that. I usually remember getting ammo mods through chests, and I think it was through the stores. Can't remember. Yeah, they're also available to purchase from merchants. So yeah, you can just buy them all. That's good. All weapons can be used by any class without penalty. Okay, that's cool. Specializations, the ability to train, upgrade certain weapons are still class specific. That's cool. So anyone can use any gun. You're just really good if you're an infiltrator using a sniper rifle, for example. Weapons cool down much faster. Interesting. You see, I thought they would have implemented the a reload mechanic, which would just cause your gun to just, I don't know, cool down. Like you would have to press the button for it to cool down, like a cooldown button. But okay, they're just saying they're keeping the cooldown mechanic. Fine. Mini gel usage has been improved. All right. Base cooldown has been reduced. Leveling benefits increased. So if there's the actual classes like Kaden, and I believe it was there's a whole healer class, the specialization after you pass the moon level, you get that healing ability that just it pretty much just increases their cooldowns. Increased Liara bonus to cooldowns. Oh, so Liara has a metagel usage cooldown. Okay, cool. Inventory management improved. Yeah, so this is great. You can flag stuff as junk. You can sell it all at once when you go to a store. All junk items can be converted to Omnigel. So instead of manually doing one by one, you can do it all at once. Cool. Inventory and stores now have sorting. So that was one of the major problems with Mass Effect 1. You get all this stuff, and every time you pick up a new, better gun, the other stuff is useless. And you have all these guns until you finally either manually convert them all to Omnigel or sell them. But money isn't really a problem in late game. So sorting is good. That's cool. All basic stuff. This is stuff people wanted and they got. So that's a good upgrade to Mass Effect 1. Abilities have been rebalanced, whatever. Weapon powers have been improved. Effective strength is increased. Duration reduced in some cases. Who Who knows exactly what that's for? Heat now resets on power activation. Heat. I'm assuming weapon power heat or heating of the weapon. I'm not sure. Kind of hard to follow that. So lots of improvements there for Mass Effect 1, which was what we expected because that was the most dated game and had a lot of problems. All right, so squad mates can now be commanded independently of each other in the first Mass Effect, the same as 2 and 3. All right, good stuff. Some boss fights and enemies in the first game have been tweaked to be fairer for players, but still challenging. I'm assuming the boss fight is the Krogan Battlemaster when you acquire Liara. I think it's on Pharos. That was significantly a harder boss battle, and a lot of reloads had to happen. They might also be referring to the Rachni on Noveria, maybe, and maybe the fight with Liara's mom on Noveria as well. But I do recall the Battlemaster being significantly harder. They're not telling us which one exactly. Cover has been improved. Okay. Additional cover added to some encounters. So they're adding more boxes in Mass Effect 1. Entering and exiting cover is now more reliable. It was pretty wishy-washy in Mass Effect 1, so who knows. XP has been rebalanced. Ammo drops have been rebalanced as well. So this is where I get a little confused. I get the XP, but ammo drops in Mass Effect 2? Unless you're like spraying everyone with ammo, there's lots of ammo to go around. I don't remember having any problems with ammo, including using sniper rifles in Mass Effect 2 when they invented this mechanic suddenly. So I don't know. Maybe they have decreased it. So with combat comes XP. XP gained during the first game has been rebalanced for better consistency, especially toward the end. Players who complete most aspects should be able to more reliably get to higher levels. Additionally, there is no longer a level cap on the first playthrough. That's strange. So you just keep increasing your level? Go to random missions on random planets and just kill all the Thresher models you could find and just crank up your level. I mean, it wouldn't matter after a point if they're saying there's no level cap on the first playthrough. That's weird. So as a final gunplay change, we also tweaked ammunition in Mass Effect 2. Ammo was spawning too scarcely in the original game? Really? I don't know anyone who had a problem in Mass Effect 2's ammo drops. So we increased the drop rate for ammo in Mass Effect 2. What's the point? Okay, this is what I don't get. If they're going to include a mechanic for making ammo scarce, and now they're increasing the drop rate, and I don't remember having a problem with ammo, unless we're talking about heavy weapon ammo, because they invented that as well. What is the point? And I have to come back down to that wonderful Twitch streamer who used to work at BioWare saying the only reason they include ammo is because it's really cool to pump a shotgun once you've fired it. So they had to have a reload mechanic. And now it's stupid now. Everyone just gets all the ammo they need. And they're saying particularly when using a sniper rifle, since that had reduced ammo drop rate in the original release. I don't recall that. And I remember using the Incisor quite a lot when I was playing as an infiltrator in Mass Effect 2. So what is going on here? What's good? Ammo is just abundant. So why even have an ammo mechanic? Here's the Mako. Yay! Not too many people like the Mako. I loved it. It was fun. My little bouncy castle of death. Okay, improved handling, physics tuning improved to feel weightier and slide around less. Cool. Improved camo controls. That's always cool. Shields recharge faster. Now that's interesting because I remember you had to pretty much bring Kaidan or Tali on all of your missions to repair the Mako properly, as well as hack stuff. Because if you didn't bring those two guys and you weren't a technical class, then you were screwed. You blow up. So it's easier. You can play the game on normal mode and it's easier in the Mako. The Mako is already easy mode. You're a tank. You had a Gatling gun and you had an instant kill button. New thrusters added for speed boost. So this is the one thing if you watch the IGN, here's the Mako with their thrusters. They added that button, which is cool. I mean, it's a bit slow, so why not? its cooldown is separate from jump jets. So both jump jets as well as the thrusters have their own cooldown, which is awesome. The XP penalty while in the Mako has been removed. Okay. I remember using the Mako on certain missions, whittling down enemies like Geth, I think it was Geth armatures or Geth primes. I think it was Geth armatures. Whittling it down with the Mako, getting out of the Mako, pulling out the sniper rifle and finishing him off. That's what I remember doing. So everyone gets XP. Touching lava no longer results in instant mission failure and instead deals damage over time. It's fine. It's gameplay thing. I don't know. I don't remember hitting lava too many times. But okay. Cool. Keeps the game going faster. All right. So now we're getting the cosmetic stuff, which I've heard from people on the Discord and people on Reddit that the mods for Mass Effect 1 to 3 have done all this. They've done better jobs. They have more meshes to choose from for hair and facial options, for colors. So what we're getting is more consistent, which is always a good thing. You want FemShep to look great throughout the entire series. So that's a good thing. But it just does not really compare to what modders have done for free throughout the years. So, I mean, it's good. They're doing it, but again, very, very late coming. Trilogy-wide settings for subtitles and languages. Okay, so they're doing other stuff as well. FemShep for Mass Effect 3 is the new default female option in all 3 games. So they're adding new poly options for faces. That's fine. FemShep design is still available as a preset. Okay. That's cool. They got new presets. And they're having new trophies all throughout the series. That's cool too. Now this is interesting. This part I actually like. Integrated weapons and armor DLC packs. So instead of getting all your DLC armor options and weapon options just instantly, you have to build them. So weapons and armor DLC packs are now integrated naturally. They're obtainable via research or by purchasing them from merchants, which is neat. Now it's still kind of stupid that you go to a store in Mass Effect 2, and instead of buying the weapon or the armor piece, you buy the specs, the schematic, then build yourself, which I thought was kind of stupid. So maybe they've allowed you to buy it. I doubt they did, but they're just saying all the stuff from DLC is now in the game that has to be unlocked and researched and hopefully bought. So the Recon Hood and the Cerberus Ajax armor for Mass Effect 3 are available at the start of each game. That's kind of cool. I think if you started Mass Effect 2, you should have started with all the Mass Effect 2 Cerberus gear, because they could spend all that kind of money on a ship and building back Shepard. I think they have a few $1,000s to throw around to get some armor. It's like, yeah, by the way, here's a few bucks, Shepard. Oh, we gave you free armor because we're Cerberus. We have all kinds of money. Anyway. Audio is remixed and enhanced. That's cool. Hundreds of legacy bugs from the original release are fixed. Now, this is what I really want to know. Because in Mass Effect 2, if you're a Vanguard player like myself, gameplay is frenetic. It's crazy. You're jumping all over the place. And there's plenty of options in the map to get stuck. And the only way to get unstuck is to reload the game or to Vanguard charge to someone else. And they never mentioned that in the video, and they haven't mentioned that in here. So I'm like, oh, that would be great. If I can go crazy and smash the one button or the one key and fly across the map and not risk getting stuck. Because it did happen. Not too much, but it did happen, which is annoying. All right, so Galaxy at War rebalancing. So again, there is no multiplayer. So they have to figure this out. And the way they explain that is if you play the first and second games and do stuff there, you'll be able to play the third game reasonably well and get the better endings. And by better endings, I mean the full EMS scores. Not that they've enhanced the endings any better. Because, again, worst ending in the history of storytelling. No matter how many options they give you. So, intergalactic armies will be made a bit easier by a number of critical bug fixes and back-end improvements made by the Paragon Renegade system. We solved some legacy issues that inhibited accurate reputation stats from being displayed and prevented when they should have been. Because of this, key moments that have been notoriously difficult to achieve in Mass Effect 2 and 3 can now be completed more reliably, leading to better results in the story's final act. All right, the game is easier. You can play the third game without having played the first two, and if you do everything in the third game, you can get the highest EMS rating. So there it is. That's the list. This is not the full list, of course. Check out the link in the description for the IGN YouTube video. So that came out 2 days ago for a few more options. There's the wall on Novaria that they're talking about that Mac Walters explained, which I thought was funny. They added some more texture maps, higher res textures, and they added some lighting fixtures as well as a lighting for PlayStation 4 and 5. Shaders, renderings, yeah. Anyway. Am I going to get this? No. I'm pretty happy with my Mass Effect 3 install. Multiplayer here and there. Uninstall it. Do my thing once a year. But that's it. Thanks for listening, folks. Have yourself a great day.